If you guys have been following my highlight videos, then you know that I am a huge fan of one member in particular because of his incredible vocals, and that is none other than YOSEOP. I absolutely love his voice. I pointed it out in almost probably every single reaction I've done to Highlight / Beast, and I am super excited because he has excuse me, he has released his third mini album, and I cannot wait to listen to this. But first we want to focus on the actual title track called Fade Away. So I don't want to waste any more time, dive straight into this. But before we get started, real quick guys, if you want to show me some extra love and support outside of the content that I post here on my YouTube channel, then the best way to do that is go check out my Patreon, where I post exclusive content. And also, if you want to check out the music that I released too, I just released a brand new song recently called Tonight. So both the links to the description, I should say both links to both those will be in the description down below. You can check both those out. If you do, I would greatly appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and dive into this and see what YOSEOP has for us. Here we go. The piano's playing itself.
희미해져 선명했던 마지막 인사까지.
I'm sorry in advance, there's no captions, unfortunately, so I do not know what he's going to be singing about, but I'm just going to appreciate his vocals for what they are, and maybe hopefully the music video maybe kind of tell me a story of what he's kind of referring to. But yeah, let's keep going.
몰라주길 바라던 걸까 네 흔적이라도 날 보며 웃던 영화 같았던 그날의 기억한 조각마저 점점 더 fade away, fade away, fade away 네가
Ooh, the piano, so gorgeous. I think what I really love about his voice is I feel like it really stands out in the industry because he has such a perfect balance in his vocal of that very gorgeous high value that if you will, that he brings, plus that almost like very middle ground, if you will, vocal he has. And I hate to describe it that way because it doesn't do it justice, and I don't know like how to talk in terms of vocals, because I know of course like people are baritones and like tenors and so on and so forth, but like I wish I knew singing better enough to be able to excuse me, actually be able to talk about his voice and say like, oh, he's such a beautiful like baritone, or he's such a beautiful tenor, or a very beautiful this or that or whatnot. And it's one of those things where I really want to educate myself better on vocals so that I can better talk about them when it comes to me doing reactions like this, where the main focus of the reaction is very much on the artist's vocals, more so than it might be the music video or the actual music production itself. Not that that piano is not gorgeous, of course, and even though I think there was a little bit of guitar in there too, but let's be honest, the main reason I'm here for this reaction to him is because of his vocal and the vocal that he brings as, you know, an artist. And that's just what I'm here to focus on. I mean, I'm just going to be completely honest. I think that maybe that's probably for a reason why most of us are here, honestly, is to hear his vocal. But yeah, I really would wish I could just talk about his vocal more. And I wish I could like say like, oh yes, I know exactly what he is. He's a tenor, he's a baritone, he's a this or that. But I just don't have that knowledge, unfortunately. So all I can really do is just show appreciation for his vocal and just give him as much praise as I can with the knowledge I do have. But yeah, let's keep going because this is absolutely gorgeous beyond like recognition. Hang on, let me go back one more. Here we go.
널 잊으려 했지만 수없이 반복해 너를 되새겨
what's really cool about this too is I feel like him talking about the idea of fade away, he's using a lot of like visualization here that represents things that kind of fade away, if you will. Like you see the ocean popping in a lot, and when you look at the specifics of the ocean, waves come in to shore and then kind of fizzle out and just kind of become one with the ocean again, or they kind of get pulled back in to form the next wave and kind of fade away, if you will, and then form the next thing. And so it's like almost like in and out, fade back in. It's almost like a fade in, fade out kind of, way that the waves work in the ocean. And then you also kind of see the trees there for a moment, more specifically in the fall. And as gorgeous as those leaves are in the fall, eventually they kind of fade away as winter comes around and the leaves kind of disappear and whatnot, or fade away, if you will. And then makes room for, these very barren trees, but then of course the snow comes, that's even more beautiful and whatnot. But I think that's kind of almost like the visualization he might be going for with this whole idea of fade away. And maybe I'm just looking way too beyond that. Maybe it's not really exactly what he's going for, but to me that's kind of that visualization of the fact that we're seeing the ocean and that, the leaves of fall, if you will. That's kind of at least what I'm picking up. But regardless, this is absolutely phenomenal. This is so gorgeous, it's insane. Oh, yes. Gosh, he just killed that. It was so good. Yeah, shout out to all these guys that were involved in making this possible for him, because this was such a well put together music video. The production was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, just everything that went into this was just so well done, so spectacular. And I love that not only the fact that he's part of a group that is from second generation K-pop that's still going strong and being able to stay relevant for that matter, but the fact that him as an artist has stayed this strong as a soloist, and the fact that we've been given this honor to be able to see him do a third album under this new label. And just his voice in general is just so spectacular. His range is absolutely phenomenal. I feel like he has one of the most unique vocals in K-pop from at least the second generation era. And I mean, it's like he brings something so special to highlight with his vocal. But then the fact that he has that talent to be able to do something like this as a solo artist too and shine on his own is just amazing. I think that's really the power of what second generation K-pop brought to us, is these absolutely stunning vocals, or I should say vocalists, from, whether you're talking about Highlight / Beast, whether you're talking about, Super Junior, or excuse me, or who's the other one that I really love that I'm trying to think of right now? I can't remember their names right now, but there's another group that I really love that is just so spectacular in terms of their vocals. And I think that's what really makes second gen so particularly special, because I feel like they were the era of vocalists just delivering every single time, whether they're soloists or they were in the group or whatever the case may be. They just know how to shine, whether they're on their own or they're in their group. But yeah, honestly, I cannot wait to listen to the rest of this album, because I know that the rest of these songs are going to be just on the same level as this one. And I just love his voice so much. It's just so good. It's one of my favorites in all second gen K-pop. Dang. But anyways, guys, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel by clicking down below. Now go ahead and play some reaction playlist for Highlight over here, and you can check out the most recent reaction already over here. As always, thank you all so much for showing support, and I will see you all in the next video. Alright guys, bye!